Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is GamingWithSal and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that I haven't really dived into on this channel yet, and that is the specialist stories. Now, the original plan was to go through like the entire specialist stories, like walk through all the missions and all that kind of stuff and post it onto the channel. If you guys still want to go ahead and see that for me, let me know in the comment section below. I want to upload it only if people are interested in seeing me play the game mode, but that's up to you guys. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, I wanted to go ahead and talk about one thing, and that is a special character named Jessica within the specialist stories, because I have a feeling, you guys, that this character Jessica is Spectre from Black Ops 3. Now hear me out. The reason why I feel this way is because of certain events that have happened within the specialist stories that involve Jessica and her character basically within the story. So let me go ahead and give you guys a quick background on what exactly is going on, and if you guys do not want to get spoiled, stop watching the video right here, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what the story is about. So like I said, spoilers. So Jessica is this one woman that went on a mission with Ruin and Battery in the very beginning of the specialist stories cutscenes. The mission ended up failing because the enemies that were hiding within this bunker that Ruin, Battery, and Jessica were trying to attack already knew that they were coming and were set up ready to stop them. And what happened was that Jessica ended up breaching the door to this bunker, went inside, and immediately got shot in the face. Battery also got shot down, her arm started flying off, her other arm started flying off, and I'm presumably assuming that she died, because I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe she did survive, maybe like with the whole specialist gear that they have, they helped her come back to life, sort of like the character in Black Ops 3's campaign where they like replaced all the arms and legs that your player got ripped off from that robot. I'm not really sure, but the point is Jessica got shot in the face, and it was actually so bad to the point where her lower jaw was hanging off of her face from one side. It was pretty gruesome, and not gonna lie, kind of pretty cool. But the point is, from that point on till the end of the story, we did not see any signs of Jessica. We assumed, as well as Ruin and all the other specialists that probably heard about her, thought she was dead. Towards the end of the story, however, we see this little girl come up. Her name is Lucy, but before that happened, Ruin actually got a call from a mysterious person saying, hey, come to this bunker or this shelter or safe house, whatever it was called, and make sure no one follows you, all that kind of stuff. Ruin goes to this shelter and he sees a mysterious person just sitting in front of these multiple different screens, and on the screens you see each of the specialist's face with an X on it, assuming that they want them dead. And Ruin is like, wait, what's going on, you know? And before he can confront that person sitting in front of all those multiple screens, Lucy comes out, which, like I said, was the little girl that was part of the story from the beginning, which also apparently ends up being Jessica's daughter, comes out, taps this mysterious person, she turns around, and of course it ends up being no other than Jessica. And this is where Ruin was like, wait, what? How are you still alive? And she was actually speaking in this very robotic tone of voice and had her lower jaw replaced with a new metal plate jaw. So right after that scene, it shows all of the specialists coming up together out of like the dark, and they were all standing up, including Jessica, looking at the screen, and saw Savannah Mason, which is apparently Mason's daughter in this whole mini campaign storyline, and was the one that wanted all these specialists to come together, and is probably the one that wants them all dead now. So it shows her on the screen, all the specialists looking at this TV screen, and Ruin just punches it, shattering the glass, and that kind of ends the story in terms of the involvement of all the specialists. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go into depth about what the entire storyline meant and what it was all about. Maybe I'll do that in a future video, but like I said, that's a whole different topic. Right here, we're focusing on Jessica and her involvement in the storyline, and that's pretty much where she played a major role throughout this entire specialist stories campaign. Now, the reason why I feel like that she is Spectre from Black Ops 3 is because it's pretty obvious now. The metal plate for the lower jaw, her not being able to speak in a normal human voice anymore and having to use a robotic voice to talk instead. All of those features kind of fit with what Spectre was all about. Metal gear, robotic voice. And trust me, I know those two things cannot be enough to where we can determine that this is going to be Spectre from Black Ops 3 for sure. But at the same time, 2, 3, 4 months ago, I don't know when it was, I think it's whenever the multiplayer beta came out for the PC, data miners went into the game and basically found within the code of the game leftover stuff for Spectre and Reaper from Black Ops 3. Once again, this does not confirm that they're going to be coming back into Black Ops 4, but there was rumor that they might actually end up showing up. Not to mention, David Vonderhaar from Treyarch did say himself that there was going to be a new specialist coming to the game in December. So having Spectre being in the code of the game, being one of the fan favorite specialists from Black Ops 3 that people actually want to see come back in Black Ops 4, and we have this character Jessica where we don't know who exactly she is in terms of which specialist she is, and has some of the features that kind of fit Spectre, and is with most of the original specialist characters that we've seen in Black Ops 3, there's a high chance that she could actually end up being Spectre, except maybe not directly. Who knows? Maybe she could come back as a specialist in December, but not in the form of Spectre. Maybe like in a pre-form of Spectre. Maybe she's on her way to become Spectre, because Black Ops 3 takes place after Black Ops 4. So meaning Black Ops 4, I'm assuming at least with the Specialist Stories campaign, is setting up for the events of Black Ops 3. And even then, we don't know what happened in Black Ops 3 because we never got a Specialist Stories in Black Ops 3. Instead, we got those transmission files, but that only talks about certain little pieces of things that have happened between specialists already, which probably took place in Black Ops 4. I know there's a lot of going back and forth here, but I hope you guys are keeping up with what I'm trying to say. The point is, at the end of the day, I feel like that Jessica will come back in a form of a specialist, and that is the specialist we will see in December, and either it's going to be in the complete form of Spectre, or it's going to be in a form of like what Spectre could have been before it actually became Spectre in Black Ops 3, and it's sort of in a way where we can tell like, oh my god, I know this isn't Spectre, but this is definitely a person that's going to become Spectre later on. Like, it's like a little Easter egg where most of us OG Black Ops fans would know just by looking at it that, hey, I can tell that this specialist is going to become Spectre later on. I don't know, something to get the fans excited, something to get them a little bit riled up, and it would be a pretty cool addition to the Specialist Stories. Not to mention, I feel like that the more specialists that get added within this game, the more additions we will get to those cutscenes that we've seen in the Specialist Stories. At least I hope that would be the case, because the Specialist Stories, even though this is not on topic anyways, is very interesting. It's very intriguing to me. I was interested to see where all of this is going. What are some of the pieces that were missing to the story, and how can we add it all together to make sense of what is going on? I feel like we need more cutscenes. We need more missions to be able to figure out what exactly is going on in the story, and I hope that more missions will be coming to the Specialist Stories, or more cutscenes, the more they add specialists within this game. But once again, this is just my theory, you guys. I'm not really sure exactly what's going to be going down, but all I know is that I have a weird gut feeling that we're going to be seeing Spectre come back one way or another, and that it's going to be related to the character Jessica from these Specialist Stories. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to hear your theories out there as well. That, do you guys think Jessica could be Spectre, or that Jessica could also even be related to Spectre later on? I've heard theories like that as well, so leave your thoughts below. I would love to hear them because this is a very interesting topic. But anyways, that's all I have for you in this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys in the next one. So take care of yourselves, and bye.